Business owners, entrepreneurs, customers, and well, everyone can be impacted by cyber attacks. So today, I want to give you a few tools and action items to help your business be more secure. Hello, I'm Earl Gregorich with the South Carolina Small Business Development Centers. Thank you for taking a few minutes from your busy day to learn 5 simple actions you can do to help protect your business from cyber attacks. These 5 simple actions can be implemented at little or no cost and take just a small amount of time. Excited? Okay, let's get started. So I know what you are thinking. Cybersecurity is boring, complex, scary, and just plain hard to get interested in. Much like taxes or insurance, right? Many of us don't understand details, but we know we need to address it. But if we could do 5 simple things to protect your business value, reputation, and sustainability, wouldn't you do it? Of course you would. In fact, you are probably full of anticipation. All right, so let's get started with our first action item. Be proactive and aware of your surroundings. You shouldn't wait until your systems are being held for ransom to take cybersecurity seriously. Much like you would not get an alarm system for your home after everything has been stolen. Take a minute to learn the most common threats facing your business and how to protect against them. It is best to understand how to detect warning signs before an attack, like phishing campaigns, unusual network activity, or slowing device performance. These warning signs can indicate you are being targeted for a cyber attack like ransomware, malware, or inside threats. Let me explain what each one of these are so you have a better understanding. I'll do my best not to get too techy. Ransomware typically involves you being locked out of your crucial systems. Your data will likely be encrypted and made inaccessible until you pay a ransom. It's like someone kidnapping your data. Malware is malicious software installed on your system, usually through human error or directly by a hacker to cause harm or lead to a larger attack. Malware can take many forms. Some are destructive and corrupt systems and data. Others sit in the background, recording your activity and keystrokes. And sometimes malware may use your systems to attack other systems. Insider threats normally involve an employee or contractor committing a cybercrime within your business. This could involve personal use of company data, theft of trade secrets or uploading malware. Staying in the know about potential cyber threats may seem overwhelming or boring, but knowledge is the best tool to combat any attack. Establishing regular training and consistent communications regarding cybersecurity best practices with your employees on the latest hacking methods, like phishing, can be great help. No, not that kind of phishing, with a PH, not an F. Our second action is to implement a backup system. One of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to guard against cyber attacks is to maintain consistent backups of your systems and critical data. Your backup strategy should use a 3-2-1 approach. 3. Create 1 primary backup and 2 copies of your data for a total of 3 backup sources. 2. Store these backups on 2 different types of media, external drive, cloud service, or thumb drive, for example. 1. Keep 1 of the copies off-site. A strong backup plan will also include full and incremental encrypted backups conducted frequently and tested regularly. Wow, that was a mouthful. A full backup is a copy of all of your data and software. An incremental backup normally backs up your most critical data and recently updated files. Both of these types of backups should run on a regular rotation. Full backups weekly and incremental backups daily, for example. And all backups should be encrypted so they cannot be easily accessed if they end up in the wrong hands. Done properly, in the event of an attack, you should have the ability to restore your systems to the most recent backup and minimize damage and downtime. You're doing great. We are now on the third action item, staying up to date with software and patches. Technology is wonderful and it can make doing business much easier. But like many other tools we use in life, technology needs to be maintained and kept up to date. Software and hardware are no different. They require maintenance. Out-of-date hardware and software is not only less effective, as in the case of antivirus and malware protection, but it also may be more vulnerable to the latest hacking methods being deployed by cybercriminals. Set your software and hardware devices to automatically update when newer versions and patches become available. There are several third-party tools that monitor installed software and notify you when it is outdated or a new version is available. The fourth action item is to properly create and manage your passphrases. As the available computing power increases, hackers can improve the process and speed with which they crack passwords. Adding just one more character to a password exponentially increases the time and effort required to crack it. For that reason, it is important to think of your logins as passphrases, not passwords. This will not only help you remember them, but also tends to make them longer. These passphrases should be at least 4 words in length and a minimum of 15 characters and use a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. Here's an example of a weak password compared to a stronger passphrase. Avoid using familiar information in a passphrase. Although it may make it easier to remember, as a rule of thumb, the simpler the passphrase is to remember, the simpler it would be for a hacker to figure it out. So no birth years after your favorite hobby, no children's names with 2 special characters. 10 minutes on social media and a little guesswork, and you will be compromised. It is also recommended that you use a passphrase manager to keep your passphrases secure and allow you to use different passphrases for the various logins you may have. 3 popular passphrase managers are LastPass, 1Password, and Keeper. Okay, you have made it to our last action item. Our 5th and final action item is access protection. Keeping the hackers out and controlling the movements of those within your systems is a crucial step to preventing cyber attacks. I know we all want to get to work with minimal hassles. However, taking an extra minute to turn on a virtual private network or VPN connection and using a multi-factor authentication tool can substantially increase the security levels, especially when you're working remotely on a public wireless network. What is a VPN and multi-factor authentication, you ask? A VPN is software that establishes a secure encrypted connection between your computer and the internet. Think of it as a tunnel that keeps your data safe when you are using public networks. Multi-factor authentication incorporates multiple sources of identification from a user to gain access to a system. These identification sources are normally only accessible to the user in real-time setting. For example, a user might log in with a laptop, but be required to use a phone app to obtain an additional code to gain access. So those are our 5 action items to help your small business avoid getting hacked. Be proactive and aware of your surroundings. Have a strong backup strategy. Stay up to date on hardware and software patches. Practice strong passphrase creation and management, and protect access with VPNs and multi-factor authentication. For a comprehensive list of resources for software management, VPNs, and other actions in this presentation, go to scsbdc.com/cyber and check out our links on the right-hand side of the page. Many no-cost and low-cost tools exist to help small business owners stay safe on a budget. For more information on how you can implement these top 5 cybersecurity action items, reach out to your local South Carolina Small Business Development Center's office and ask to speak to one of our cybersecurity consultants. There are 20 offices with over 50 consultants serving all 46 counties in South Carolina. Our mission is to advance South Carolina's economic development by helping entrepreneurs grow successful businesses. Office locations and contact information can be found at scsbdc.com. Thank you for watching. Nobody can guarantee a cyber attack won't occur, but if you implement these action items, you will be much better prepared to protect your reputation, business value, and sustainability.